Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Yes.
Okay, give me your good for week 4.
Kansas City, the Chiefs. They did really good this week. I would have thrown them my great category, but they always seem to have the Ravens number for whatever reason. But they started to look, it was hard time picturing that one of these two teams are going to start off 1-3 this year when they're both borderline Super Bowl contenders. And it's like so, and the Chiefs' offense looked every bit as advertised. Uh, Mahomes was good. The defense played really well against the Ravens. You just were, if you're a Chiefs fan, this is what you wanted to see that way. You're not getting too concerned, and that you're keeping up with your division, which is saying something apparently nowadays.
Yeah, no lie. I feel like we finally got to see a little bit of what they can be, especially when Rice comes back, because this was like the first full game I think Worthy played, and he's been
Yeah.
out. So it's good to have him back. It opened up some things for Schuster a little bit. Kelsey kind of got going as well. But Patrick Mahomes, 270 yards for 4 touchdowns. This is who we think Patrick Mahomes should be. And who is it that they got? That Thornton guy, right? Thornton, Tyquan Thornton. He had a big touchdown grab, but like he's kind of interesting to watch. But yeah, they deserve a grade because a lot of people actually kind of lost faith in them after last week's victory over the Giants. But maybe once they get their full receiving core back by week 6, 7, they'll start looking even better. That's what I want is good football all the way around. So I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
big thing.
real quick, I know we're on the good, but concern level for the Ravens.
It's still I'd say 5 at most. I mean, they first the Chiefs, who always have their numbers, and the Lions the last 2 weeks. That's two of their losses, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. And then I forget who else they lost to this year, but uh, I don't think it's going to be a huge concern. They'll get back on the right track. They just got to catch up to the division, I believe, because they got to just focus on getting into the playoffs. And then once you're in the playoffs, you got a chance. They have enough talent, so they just got to focus. Even if it's a wild card spot, they can get there.
Yeah, I agree. The first team they lost to was the Bills. So like that's the thing is a lot of people are like now they do have 7 injuries I think on the defensive side of the ball, which is not good. But when you're playing 3 of the top, 10 offenses in the league or whatever, well, Patrick Mahomes and then 2 of the top 5 offenses of last year. I mean, I don't know how you hold that strongly against them. You don't want to start out 1-3, but I think you're right. Just win the division. The division isn't as strong. The Steelers are somehow 3-1, but they can catch up to the Steelers. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm not that worried as well. I just wanted to get your thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my great was great. My good was the Rams. This was sort of a trap game for them a little bit. They have a big divisional matchup on Thursday night. They play the 49ers, so it's in division. So they could have been a game they easily overlooked. The Colts they're 3-0 at this point, and then but they came and they won the game. Stafford was really good with 370 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Williams had 77 yards off a 13 carry, and Puka Nakua 13 receptions, 170 yards, a touchdown. He's obviously legit. And it all came to the end when Stafford hit Atwell for that huge bomb for a touchdown that gave them the lead. So it was a huge game for the Rams, especially to stay on pace to lead their division. I think that they got 3 teams at 3-1 right now, so huge win for them. And then now they got Thursday night against the Niners, which could huge game there. But so I'm going to give them a good for beating the undefeated Colts.
Yeah, and you can even look at it in the Colts perspective that they look legit
Hmm.
because the Rams, everyone I thinking are a borderline Super Bowl contender in the NFC because the NFC isn't that strong on the top. I mean, the Eagles win games, but we don't know how. They score more points than the other team, but you know what I mean.
Right. No,
But
I got what you're saying though.
the Rams and the Colts look like they kept up with them really good, but the Rams proved why they was a better team. like you said, they had a very important Thursday night game coming up. But you gotta start thinking, is Puka possibly top, 5 receiver, top 3 receiver in the league at this rate? Because it's not like Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who, number 1 and 2 there, are putting up that much numbers
Yeah,
this year.
yeah.
So it's like, there's a chance that Puka Nacua is going to be the number 1 receiver in the league?
It's
I mean,
possible. It's possible. I think it's very possible. So Jefferson did have a big game Sunday, but it's because of the quarterbacks, right? Browning and Wentz are your quarterbacks for those two guys. So it's harder. Like even when Calvin Johnson was in his prime, he would still put up numbers, but it wouldn't be like the best receiver in the league numbers because Dan Orlowski was throwing him the football. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
there is that part, but I do agree. I think it's worth talking about, especially after the catch. That guy is so hard to take down. Like, he runs like a
Awesome.
running back.
Yeah. It's like get him in space and that's what McVay likes to do too. He like
Hmm.
fits McVay's system so perfectly
Yep.
because he loves those shorter passes and then let the receiver go, get an extra 10, 15 yards, and Puka Nacua fits that so well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a small guy either.
Yeah, he's the type of receiver when you throw it to him and he catches it, you like add 5 yards to the catch. Like you just know that he's probably going to find a way to get 5 more yards. I mean, he doesn't do it all the time, but most of the time I would put money on that he gets an extra 5 yards. Okay, you ready to move on to the bad? Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.